use of the car has direct consequences to our quality of life. Perhaps the most alarming is the pollution generated by motor vehicles. The sheer numbers of cars on our streets, greater driving distances, and a trend towards less fuel-efficient minivans and sport utility vehicles means increased pollution. As a result, lower mainland air quality is deteriorating rapidly.
I have a respiratory problem. I'm kind of like the canary they used to put into the mines, you know? And I'm telling you, your air is bad. You might not notice it, you know, but it's killing some of us, and it's going to shorten the rest of your lives. It's really serious.
If you have an increase in air pollution concentration, then the day or two following that, then you'll see the increases in deaths and hospitalizations and such. So that's clear. That appears to be consistent from study to study in many parts of the world and in Canada as well.
Another source of pollution from cars is runoff into streams. So cars always tend to leak some oil which runs off into drains, and these drains flow into rivers and streams and killing wildlife that lives in them. So a lot of streams now don't have any wildlife. Another problem is that in the urban areas, a lot of these streams have been paved over for roads to accommodate more cars, so these streams don't even exist anymore. I guess the question we should ask ourselves is it worth it? Is the freedom that we think we're getting from our cars worth the quality of life we're giving up?
More and more people are saying it isn't worth it as they reevaluate their housing choices and explore transportation alternatives in getting to work and to play.
We don't believe that there is a social benefit to continuing the sort of the endless plight of the suburbs, just continuing to push single-family houses out as far as they can go. A pattern that has now led, certainly in the Greater Vancouver area, to a statistic of an average of 13 vehicle trips per day per household. A statistic that we're desperately trying to change.
And we are beginning to change. Areas such as Murray's Corner in Langley, Falls Creek, or the west end of Vancouver show how increased densification and proximity to work and recreation centers allow for a variety of methods of transportation. In Vancouver, the number of people bicycling has increased by 50% over the past few years as people discover the joy and freedom that riding a bike brings.
Well, some days I'll take the bus, some days I'll drive my car if I have to go somewhere, but I prefer riding my bike. With all the new bike paths, I can take a street like this, Ontario, and keep away from the busier streets, so I don't really go through any of the traffic until I get right downtown. I think it's an overall lifestyle thing. I just end up feeling healthier, and it's a better way to spend the time rather than being stressed out in traffic.